All right, it's time for more networking. We do this a lot in this industry, I swear. Something that's often overlooked in networking, though, is that there's a lot of people out there who know way more than you do. In fact, there's millions upon millions of people in this world who know way more than I do. And honestly, in networking, these are the people that I really want to meet. I'm kinda a weird guy in that if there's ever anyone who's considered to be the top of the world of an industry and I see them at a convention or a conference, I usually want to take the opportunity to say that I've met that person and have talked to that person, so I will always go out of my way to meet them especially. An example of this, I remember at PAX Dev a few years back, video game legend Warren Spector was the keynote speaker, and a couple hours after his talk, I saw him standing against the wall while two people were nearby. They were probably in college, and they were literally telling themselves, "Dude, we shouldn't talk to him, we're probably just gonna bother him." Me, I immediately went up, I introduced myself, and I said that I was just a composer starting out and that I just simply enjoyed his talk. Right after this, though, the cool thing was that he told me, never sell yourself short as just a composer or just an artist. Without people like you, I can't do what I do. People like you are who inspired me. And this is some of the best advice that I have ever received in this industry. And I got it simply because I told myself I'm going to go out of my comfort zone to meet the keynote speaker. Now, are the chances high that you'll actually be able to keep up with this person? Probably not particularly, unless the situation is almost perfectly ideal. But within any community, online or in person, there's going to be people who know more than you. And this is really important because these are the people who can help you grow the most. If you're starting out, you don't know everything. That's just a fact. So learning from people even just a bit higher up along the chain is super important. For this reason, especially if you're networking in person, I always try to never be the most skilled person in a circle. If you are the most skilled person in a circle, find a different circle. And if there's no circle with anyone who's more talented than you, it's probably time to find a different room. Now, I do want to make a point here. This is for your own self-growth. You do need to keep shooting higher and higher. However, something to absolutely not be overlooked is also staying in these smaller circles and rooms as you grow. Going out of your way to help people less experienced or still learning is something huge that you can do to help the next set of people on their journey, establish you as an emerging expert, and also grow the size of your own room. As you start to grow the size of your room, you'll likely start to notice that the bigger names will start to join yours. Now, admittedly, this method takes time, but really, I've found it to be the most effective one. You're bringing people to you. Bringing people to you does a few different things. As mentioned, the first is that it grows the size of your own room and positions you in a place to be an expert. It makes people remember you easily. However, more importantly is that it brings people together away from you, allowing them to meet each other because you are in a position to introduce people to other people. The more that you do that, the more people will grow. The more people grow, the more that they will connect to other people. And the more that more people will connect others back to you. In my experience, this is absolutely one of the best ways to build a strong, effective network that builds itself over time. And pretty soon, you'll start to notice that you're starting to touch the other rooms that before seemed out of reach. Now, the other thing that you can do is start working on talks. I'll probably do a whole segment on this at some point, but if you give a talk, you're automatically positioned as an expert by default. But you are allowed to share your knowledge about one subject for a set amount of time. This also brings people to you, who you can then help them grow and push them higher. Really, to me, increasing your skills goes hand in hand with increasing other people's skills and helping each other grow, because we're all in this together. Truly, the more people that succeed, the more that we all succeed. There's this idea that some people have that many have to fail in game music so that others can rise up. And maybe there's some truth to that, but I personally don't believe it, because eventually you'll start to get a list of people who you'll be able to call to help you with your projects, who can help you out with recording or mixing or mastering or anything on the production side of things. Or you can pass off extra gigs to them. And in turn, down the line, those people, as they get more established, they will be able to help others in turn. Growing personally, increasing your skills is a community effort. Grow more, reach more. Find bigger and better rooms, but never neglect your own.